All right, now I have some kind of error in mine. I'm going to show you how to fix that, okay? So, but before we do, let's go ahead and finish out this pressing and give it a spray with our pressing spray and press. Now I have miscut one of my strips because it's coming out like that. My seams are lining up, so I feel good about that, but I need to fix this issue. It's just too much of an error to let go. So let's go back to the cutting mat and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so our 4-patch units were meant to be 2.5 inches, right? Something's not right with mine. Now, throughout this pattern, every time when we get done with a building unit, this is a building unit, it is a 4-patch that goes into block 8. That makes it a building unit. It tells you how much each unit should measure, and in this unit's case, it should measure 2.5 inches. So grab your ruler. I've already marked the 2.5 from when we fussy cut, so I've just left that there. And then I'm going to put that on here and just see how accurate I am, and I can see exactly where I went off. And I also want to mark it with the marker again. I wish I hadn't have erased it, but I'm going to find that 1 1/4 again on both sides and put a dot. This dot is not necessary. You don't have to do it. It just makes it easier for your eye to look and see faster versus trying to look at the lines of the ruler. You're able to do this just looking at the lines of your ruler. This is just kind of more efficient for me anyway. Maybe it's not for you. All right, I've got my dot in the 1 1/4 place, which is half of 2.5. And I'm going to put that dot right there on my seam. I'm going to put it there. And then the same way I fussy cut, I can trim this one up. So trim here, trim there. There wasn't anything to trim there. Rotate around, right? Line it back up, forgetting the dot this time, but we're lining up this clean edge on this side, all right? And there's my big error right there. Cut, cut. It's minimal, but that minimal adds up. So this is just kind of a double way to check yourself. Now I have a perfect 2.5 inch 4-patch. If you ever see something that looks off to you, do this step. Now I'm not going through making these blocks and doing this step every single step of the way, because most of the time my things come out the right size. But if yours are not, maybe you're a new quilter and things aren't quite, on yet. This is a good thing to do for each of those units to make sure that you're getting things right, because it would be worse for me to skip this step, use this square that's wrong, or use this unit that's wrong size and move on with the quilt, and then my block isn't going to work out. My pieces wouldn't work out if I did that. So this is just a way to fix that. And some of these other ones looked a little off, so I'm just going to run through them really quick and make sure that they all measure the right size.
Visit us at Quilt Class and watch self-paced classes for quilting big and small projects. That's quiltclass.southerntrumquilts.com.